for Pardesi. I'm here to talk about Vijay's movie, Thuppakki. I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. A Tamil action film directed by AR Murugadoss, who I think my favorite film of his is Gaijini with Amir Khan. So he's crossed all the different industries and recently did the Ajith film Vivagam, which was a little bit too much. This one was more like I like, with a balance of a romance track with one of my favorite actresses from the South, Kajal Aggarwal. I just love her in just about anything. I thought she had decent chemistry with Vijay, but I will admit my favorite film with Kajal is the Pardesi film Mr. Perfect. So I loved their chemistry in that one. So anyway, I loved the mix of this terrorist story, this action plot, and then it was intercut with some comedic scenes with Kajal and Vijay. So Vijay is, I guess this will have a little bit of spoilers. I'm assuming the movie's been out for 5 years. Pretty much anybody who's watching this has probably already seen the film. So I'm watching this in anticipation of Vijay's film Mursal, which comes out next week. I had not seen any films of Vijay's before, so I thought I would, take a try at one. And I've just subscribed to Hotstar. Just became available as a subscription service in the US. And this was the one that was available of some of the films that had been recommended to me in the comments of my Mursal trailer reaction. So I really liked the action plot. It's Vijay is in the army. Oh, I should also mention that I have never seen Holiday, which is the Akshay Kumar remake of this film. I recognized immediately in some of the songs. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that song with Sonakshi Sinha and Akshay, but I have never seen the entire film of Holiday. So the entire plot was new to me. I didn't know what was going to happen. So Vijay is on holiday from his army service, and his parents are determined to get him married on this brief holiday break that he has. And so they drive him immediately from the late train to seeing his potential bride, which is Kajal. And he is in his army uniform, his fatigues, not even dressed. I mean, he's in his muddy fatigues with muddy boots. And she is all demure in a very traditional sari with a long braid and everything. And on the drive away, he just calls and he's like, no, I'm sorry, but she's not the girl for me. I'm sure you will find a better person than me. And then his surprise to find the next day, he has this buddy friend. I think the actor's name is Sathyan. So he was sort of the comic relief. He's a police officer, and Vijay doesn't want to just sit at home. He goes out around with his police officer friend for kicks during his holiday, just around and whatever's going on. And they happen to go to this boxing match, this women's boxing match, as you do. And who is the boxer but Kajal, with the shorter hair and everything. So he is mouth agape. Wait, this is the same girl? And now, of course, he's interested. So there's all sorts of back and forth with them through the whole film. Now, if you set up Kajal as a boxing champion, and then my frustration was you have this whole action plot, and she is really given nothing to do other than be the comic relief for most of the film. So I think it was a missed opportunity. There's a scene later in the second half when there are some women in distress, and she could have been a part of that in some way and punched a guy. I would have loved that. But what can you do? It's, to me, that was just a missed opportunity in the filming. I really liked Vijay in this film. He has a mix of a little bit of comic, but he does great stunts, some really good dance numbers, some with Kajal, some just solo. And then he has just this great presence in the fight scenes and in the action scenes. So there's a really great setup in that first half when he is on a bus with his policeman friend, and somebody complains that there's a thief, and they start searching everybody. And then he sees someone suspicious and starts chasing after this suspicious person, turns around, and the bus blows up. And that was extremely effective, well filmed, and well edited, because I mean, it hit me in the gut. I was like, you know, when that scene happened, it was, you know, and Vijay's character is one who sensed that there was something off about this one passenger, that there was something more going on than a simple pickpocket. And it was, that sets the entire plot in motion of this cat and mouse game with the ultimate villain, the head of the terrorist plot. The villain was played by an actor that I had not seen in a film before. His name is Vidyut Jammwal. I hope I am saying that correctly. Wow. This guy was handsome enough. He could be the hero in his own film. I thought, you know, I have a problem if the villain isn't scary enough. This guy had the presence. He was a really good foil for Vijay. The whole film, they're playing a cat and mouse, you know, outwitting each other and trying to find each other. And then when they have their final battle, they're both athletic enough in their style of fighting that it was awesome. It was a really great scene when they finally get together in the end and are mano a mano. Now, one of the best cinematography scenes, or well directed and well edited, is when Vijay suspects a plot, and he gets 12 army buddies, just rounds them up from a wedding and says, hey, let's, you know, we're gonna play a game, but this is a real game. And they keep following people and splitting and splitting and splitting as each person sees another bad guy meet another bad guy. And the way it's filmed and the way it's cut together, you're totally following everything that has happened. It didn't get confusing. And then, you know, they foil this terrorist plot. That was just really well done. I mean, I felt like I was in the middle of all these crowded Mumbai streets, and there was the tension of what was going to happen, and it was really well done. I mean, I don't know if I'm totally on board with this whole vigilante intelligence officer kind of thing who just, you know, executes and asks questions later, you know, and doesn't, he has a friend who's in the police force, and yet he never seems to coordinate with the police at any time. It's just kind of like leaving them to mop up whatever it is that he has done, and he doesn't trust them at all. So I don't know, maybe that's realistic antagonistic relationship with the police department, but I don't know. I mean, they set it up that he had a friend that was in it, and then yet there's no coordination, whatever. So that was just a minor quibble, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Mursal next week after seeing this film. And I'm really glad that we have Hotstar US now, because I have such a backlog library of movies now that are accessible to me, not just Hindi films, but Malayalam, Tamil, and Telugu films that are on that subscription service. And I think it's really going to be worth it for me, because it's going to be a new library of films for me to explore. So again, I really liked Vijay in the stunts and everything, and his dancing. And we got a little bit of the comedy, but I'm hoping, because he has 3 different separate roles in the upcoming movie Mursal, that we'll get to see more of the comedy. But because I just have a feeling he's a natural at that, and it was more suppressed for this action film, Thuppakki. So what did you guys think? Is this one of your favorite Vijay films? And how much are you looking forward to seeing Mursal? I don't read Tamil newspapers or consume, but are things getting to a fever pitch? Is everybody excited about seeing it? I'm hoping to be able to go opening night here in Chicago, so look for my review coming next week of that Vijay film. And if you like film reviews like this of Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Hindi films, please press that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at Pardesi YT. And also you can find us on Facebook at Pardesi YT as well.